we want to do something
But
for tomorrow here. I'm sure by tomorrow you
mhm.
can have it fucking ready to go.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about Ethereum here for a bit. So I don't know if you want to go back to the Ethereum chart. For
Yeah,
those,
sure.
yeah, for those of you listening in here, me and Messon are currently debating. We're talking about where we see the market going, whether we're in turn for a pullback, things going down, or if things are going to continue to go up. So let's talk here a little bit about Ethereum. So um,
Sure.
yeah, so what do you want to start here? Do you want to start at zoomed out here or zoomed in on what's going on currently?
No, sure. I mean, like maybe if we explain first how much of an important resistance slash support is the 370 zone in terms of like in all of history of Ethereum in general,
Oh, I agree.
and how
Yeah, that's a good
the
place. Yeah.
when it first like I mean started and everything was very I would say the price was mainly always reactive to that zone. And then as soon as we broke above it way back in November, September, in 2017, it just went down. We found support, same thing. And so we broke below it. We break below it once, and we stay in it for what since August 2018, and now we're in October, and not until the past this month actually we're kind of retesting and seeing how it is, but it did go above it, and then we kind of tried to see if it holds, but didn't look like it will. And yeah, like now
Yeah.
we're in a
Yeah.
phase where it's a bit uncertain. We don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. When you pointed out to me how reactive that 370 price level was, I didn't really appreciate how important the 370 is for Ethereum. For those of you who don't know, I took a short position right about 371 right before shit pumped, so that was kind of stupid of me. But if we can zoom out a little bit here, like on the daily, go all the way back to September, October there. I kind of want
you
to
want to go on the daily or the
yeah, on the
4 hour?
daily, there on the daily. Yeah, because I kind of want
Yeah,
to talk about where we are, in the market cycle, and why I think it's important there. So, yeah, like the 370 is very important, but also if we look at the time, yeah, right, there's perfect. So, like, I find it so interesting how back in September of what was that 2017? Yeah, um, we peaked right above the 370, and then we broke back down. And if we look at what's
yeah.
happening right now, we peaked above the 370, and we're currently above it, but things are looking like it's going to break back down. Like all our indicators look like it's going to break back down. Bitcoin is very uncertain. Bitcoin might, it might be in store for another leg down. If that happens, Ethereum's likely to continue to go down. It's crazy too how closely correlated Bitcoin and Ethereum are. But yeah, people like to say that what happens in the past doesn't always have to happen in the future. That's true, but like when looking at technical analysis, the reason why technical analysis works is because patterns do tend to repeat themselves, and it's so crazy in my opinion how at this very time before in September we peaked above 370 and we broke down, and right now in September we're peaking above 370 and it looks like we're going to break down. You know?
No, 100%. I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
like maybe we can talk about some of the reasons why we think it might break down here, because it seems. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Like we both think that it's looking like there's a probability that's going to break down. Like none of this is
Yeah,
certain, right?
I
But
think there will be. I think there will be.
yeah,
Especially because as soon as we broke above it, you'd expect that we'd go up and we'd retest. And if it was, it's a good sign when we retest back down and actually bounce above the actual line. But we had some sort of a very sharp drop, and we found our support on one of the EMAs, the 100 EMA. And I don't know, the fact that it didn't retest back straight to it, and just, we didn't see an actual like a violent uptrend where people were actually putting in and people where traders were buying it. But now we did break all the way down below it. Now we are going back up. But in terms of it, I don't know. I think it's going sideways now. And like we said before, it can go both ways. But in terms of if we're just looking in general on the 4-hour chart, let me just right here. So we said that it did break below sharply, and then we tried to go back up, but we didn't even. It's not the anticipated. It's not what you anticipate when we've been below the 370 region for such a long time, and we broke above it. You'd expect a hard pump.
Yeah, for it to
And
be explosive. Like this looks very unconfident, you know? This looks very insecure.
exactly. It doesn't look like, hey, it's been a year and a half where it didn't break above this. And as soon as we broke above it, nothing crazy, I would say, happened.
Yeah.
We just used your typical, and then when we tried to retest it, didn't even hold properly. And now to me, it's just we're having even if you look at this region right here, we had we went all the way up to 390 and broke back down below, and then went up all the way to 390 again, and now it's going sideways. It's just going sideways for me.
Yeah.
And
Could we pull up our Rsi and Macd there? Just because I think, yeah, like we were talking about this earlier too. Like we're clearly in a downtrend on the Rsi here.
exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's enough steam for this to hold above anymore. And yeah, clearly with the MACD, I don't know. You're the MACD expert. I mainly look at my RSI, but
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Go ahead.
yeah, if we're going even on the daily chart, we're having lower lows on the RSI while the price was kind of going sideways. And I'm pretty sure all traders are looking at this as a sign that, hey, you know what, we might either have to take our profits or enter a short position. That's on the RSI, but I'll let you speak on the MACD.
Yeah. That MACD is actually looking bullish, but I don't know if we went to the. Could you switch over to the 4-hour there quickly? I wonder if there was. Yeah. So yeah, that's looking. Yeah, that's looking bearish, guys. So on the MACD, we can clearly see lower highs. Our moving averages there are on the upside. So that just looks primed to continue to fall back down, especially with the RSI showing weakness. And another interesting thing too, that lower high on the RSI coincides with a higher high on the price action, which is actually pretty bearish. So whenever we get like a higher peak on the RSI, but a lower high, no, sorry, let me say that again. Whenever we get a higher peak on the price action, a higher high on the price action, but a lower RSI, but a lower high on the RSI, that's very bearish. Does that make sense? that was so.
If you're looking, just to give them an example, if you're looking at the price action.
Oh, cut out a bit there. Sorry, folks. We'll just take a second. Yeah, what he was basically saying, what I'm trying to say here is that on the price action, we had a higher high here. This peak is higher than this one, but we had a lower high on the RSI here, which is very bearish. So stay tuned here, folks. I'm gonna text message and see what's going on. This should only take a moment. Yeah, bottom line, guys, is it looks, in my opinion, and I think Messin would agree, that our indicators look like it's kind of bearish. Like if we take a look here at this is like an ascending wedge triangle formation. Okay, here as well we can see that we could continue to go down. RSI is making lower highs. The money flow index is going down, means money is going out of the market. All volumes continue to fall down. All these reasons point toward further downturn. That with us not convincingly breaking above the 370, which is a major price reactive point. This is telling me that eventually this is going to break down. Now, something to keep in mind, guys, something that's very important is what is going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin recently broke above a wedge and is now in what I believe is a short-term uptrend. So I think the thing that will be very decisive for not only Bitcoin but Ethereum will be what happens on Monday when the stock market opens, because the stock market is highly correlated with Bitcoin and Ethereum is highly correlated with Bitcoin. So Monday morning, the stock market opens. If the stock market goes to shit, if it goes down, that's going to negatively affect Bitcoin, which is going to negatively affect Ethereum. Now, if Monday morning we have a recovery in the stock market, things go up, it's going to positively continue to affect Bitcoin and continue this Bitcoin's recent uptrend here, and that would probably positively affect Ethereum. So that's, you know, something to consider here, guys. You know, we were both thinking about entering a short here on Ethereum, because if we do break below this wedge and we break below 370, you know, we're going to fall all the way to like 290, 250. So this would be like a 20 to 30% ROI here. Yeah, guys. So this is a very, very significant moment for cryptocurrency. Here, Messenger just texted me back. Oh shit, guys, it was me. My internet my internet went to shit. Hold on, give me a second. I'll let him know. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll cut that. I'll cut it for. Hold on there. Actually, we might be able to get messing back here in a second. Probably shouldn't be showing that, but whatever. It is what it is. Yo. He should be here. Yo, you there? You there?
What happened, man?
Yo, my bad. I think my internet just fucking cut out.
Yeah, because mine was still connected.
Yeah, fuck, boy. But sorry about that. Yeah, I think yeah, the the internet cut out there. I don't know, how long were you talking there before you noticed?
I'm not sure. What was the last thing you heard?
Well, fuck. We were just talking about like I believe we were just talking about our indicators there. I actually went to talk on for a little bit about like this ascending wedge triangle, or this ascending triangle formation, and how all the indicators look like it's going to break down.
So did we lose the recording or what?
No. We're still recording. I think it's just the internet that went to shit. This still records. So I think you just cut out there, but I kept talking for a little bit. So hopefully people are still around. I think we can continue. I think there's still some.
The last thing I was saying is because especially at this side right here, this is whatever you sent me before too, which I think is very valid. But so the combination of Rsi is having lower highs clearly, and especially on the daily chart, and our price action is going up, and sometime soon, if let's say this has been our support for the past since the beginning of September, and if we don't see it bouncing above, so if we draw this, if we don't see it bouncing above this line, let me just zoom in here. If we don't see it bouncing above the 390 region, and it continues and it breaks outside of this support, then I would say, yeah, I'm gonna short it for sure.
Yeah. I think one thing worth mentioning too is what that might actually look like. Because that's something I'm very interested in. Is like, when is a good time to enter the short? Because I think we both agree there's a lot of reasons here to think that this is gonna go down. But when would be a good time to enter the short? So I know you were saying, but feel free to jump in, how like it makes sense that we'd retest 370, maybe break above, and then confidently break below 370. Like maybe we can draw that out, see what this might look like.
So if anything, if we're assuming this is more bearish, right, then we're gonna see coming here to this side. Oh man, it's not okay. 1 second.
Oh yeah, man, that happens to me. There we go.
Yeah, I see it coming here, then breaking above it, then everyone kind of saying, all right, so this is not really going up anymore. I would see it coming to the 370 region again, maybe staying here for a bit and breaking below it. So it's either going to break violently, we're going to have a very sharp downtrend quick, but let's assume in a typical scenario, go below, try to retest the 370, and then somewhere around this region is where it's like, all right, we're going down. Yeah. So if anything, if let's say I'm entering this short right now, I would enter somewhere around, like, I want to see it breaking and then trying to retest. And then if it retests, so when it starts showing us signs, I'd be reading my candlesticks and see how, if I'm trying to find like a candlestick pattern that's more bearish, and then I would probably be entering somewhere around this region, somewhere here.
Yeah, that makes sense. The only stipulation I would add, I think, is if this does indeed break below this wedge formation, or this ascending triangle, and we break below the 370, I could imagine that would be such a significant trigger point for the market that it would just fall violently. Like these are very, very clear patterns, very, very clear important support levels, that if we break below this triangle and we break below the 370, man, it, who knows, right? It's Ethereum. This is a very large coin, very large market cap, a lot of money moving around. So it would make sense that, let's say we break below this triangle, we break below the 370, that we would fall and want to retest. But at the same time, these are such significant moments, such significant support levels, that if we break below the triangle and the 370, it makes sense that, in my mind, we could see a very quick, a very violent drop. But then again, we may not, right? So who knows?
No, I agree. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think what it is. We have more signs of a bearish reaction than a bullish reaction to this. So that's what I think most people need to focus on. If anything, just keep your eyes out on it. Mainly, see how it plays out. See how, I think this, for the short term, at least, for us to give us further signs of bearishness. I think once we break outside of this guy right here, that's when people should be really paying attention.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. And maybe just to begin to wrap things up here, personally speaking, guys, I think Ethereum will do very well in the long term, but in the short term, like in the upcoming weeks and maybe a month or two, it just seems to me like we're in turn for some downturn. And personally speaking, I'm going to be using this as a buying opportunity to buy up projects that I think will do well in the long term. This isn't us. I don't want to speak for you, but this isn't us. Feel free to jump in, saying that Ethereum's gone to shit. Ethereum is worthless. This is us saying that in the short term, this seems like we're in turn for some downturn. But in the long run, I'm personally thinking that in the long run, Bitcoin and Ethereum will do well. But in the short term, guys, it's just looking bearish.
Yeah, and I don't know if we'd want to talk about that yet or no, but if we're looking at our Fibonacci retracement here, we think that if we just draw it based on this uptrend, we would see basically this guy right here. So let's just see if we're gonna go in. What are we looking at? What kind of a drop are we looking at?
Yeah,
I would see finding support around this region. You know me, I like my zones.
You like your zones.
Yeah, somewhere around here. And it coincides with our golden pocket. That's what everybody aims for in terms of a drop when it comes to Fibonacci. And also, it's also in line with what we previously have on the actual chart in terms of support zones. So if we're entering somewhere here, we expect something of a 35% drop. So if you're trying to pay your rent money for the month, or if you're trying to take that cute girl out and you're trying to impress her, this is it.
Yeah, tell her how you're gonna short Ethereum. That'll really impress her.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Yeah, I'm good for this.
This is definitely a good opportunity. I can definitely see this thing falling to maybe 290 at first, but continue to fall. We could possibly see this thing go to 250, 240. And I'm gonna take my my earnings from the short if and when I do take it. I think I will. The question is when, and either keep it in Ethereum because I think Ethereum will do well long term. Maybe buy some more XRP. Who knows? Maybe we can do another video about that. But
we should.
Yeah. So yeah, man. You got any last thoughts here?
Not really, man. I think this is it.
All right. Yeah, we talked long enough. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and yeah, more videos coming soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Easy. Peace.